Hey, what's going on, Screen Teamers? We are back with a brand new edition of the Screen Team on today's Talk 930 KWOC and 93.3 FM. We're going to review 3 awesome movies for you this evening. They're awesome because Chris Berger, the main man himself, chose them, and I am awesome.
So you're the one to blame.
I am awesome in my picks of movies. Isn't that right, Sabrina?
Oh, yes, dear.
Yes. That's
batting 1,000, Chris.
Batting 1,000, indeed. Never been wrong. Being joined by the very beautiful Sabrina J. Sabrina, you're beautiful as always. Good to see you.
Suck up.
I know, right? And Sabrina, we're being joined by the man himself, the myth, the legend, Matt Whitworth.
Well,
I didn't know who the heck that was. I was like, was this guy in here? No, of course. It's nice to have you back.
Hey, it's great to be here.
You know what else is nice? Here in a couple months, we're going to add another member to the Screen Team family.
Yeah.
Because Mr.
The wiser and more intelligent half of the Whitworth industry is going to be taking over. That's how you might as well just get used to it.
Hey, she's my better half, absolutely.
That's right. When you find your other half, it's on. It's like all of a sudden you are complete, you are whole, and any of the mistakes you make are all your fault, and all of the victories that you have are all hers.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations.
Our friend is getting married.
That's very, very cool.
Yeah, and shout out to her family. They're in town this weekend, actually.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully they'll become new members of the Screen Team as well. One at a time. It's all part of our plan. All right, the show we got for you today, we're going to be reviewing We're No Angels, the Humphrey Bogart film from 1955. Also, Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal, and The Kingsman, The Secret Service. So we'll start off with the first film, which is We're No Angels. This movie was released in 1955. It's a Christmas comedy starring Humphrey Bogart, also Peter Ustinov, Aldo Ray, and Basil Rathbone.
What a cast.
That's a great cast.
It is.
Very, very good cast. I was first introduced to this film with my grandpa at his house. My grandpa had all these old videotapes where he would just tape things off of TV all the time. So we'd have those old VHS cassettes that he would film like 3 or 4 movies in a row. So I don't know if I was watching a whole bunch of like Bob Hope movies and then this one came on, but there was something where I was watching something else and then this movie came on. And I was struck by it right away, just how funny this movie is, and it's just a good flick. The basic setup is our 3 main characters are they're bad guys,
right?
In a sense, they've all been in jail and they've escaped from jail. So obviously they're on the run from the law, and they find a hideout, which is like this. Almost like a pawn shop or something on the island, and
kind of like a boutique.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. I don't know the meaning of that word. I just was throwing stuff.
It's
out.
a lot better than than my words for it. But so they kind of hide in this boutique, and they say that they're roof contractors and they'll fix the roof kind of thing, and they're basically just observing what this family is going through, and right away they hit it off with the family and they want to do items to help them. They help them in the store. They help them sell things. They help out the daughter of the family in her situation with her husband to be. And it's just a fun movie. And even though these are 3 bad guys, you end up really liking them. Just because they're a bad guy does not mean they're a
bad guy.
Bad guy. So
Wreck-It Ralph reference.
Yeah. All in all, man, We're No Angels. I really, really dig, and I think if you like those old kind of classic movies, I think you're going to like this. Matt, did you like it?
Loved it, actually. I had never heard of this one, and I'm a Humphrey Bogart guy, so thanks for introducing me to it. My fiancée Jenna and I watched it and really, really enjoyed it. I thought the dialogue was really good, and I think that's what kind of sold it. There's a lot of good physical comedy, especially by Peter Ustinov, which, by the way, does he kind of look like Tom Hardy to you guys? We thought that he kind of looked like Tom Hardy.
I think maybe
his older grandfather. Yeah,
in this film he does.
His grandfather.
Usually he's got some sort of facial kind of hair going on, but I think the cleanly shaven look, I think he kind of does.
Yeah, and his voice I thought was kind of similar. Some of his mannerisms just kind of reminded me a little bit of Tom Hardy. But anyway, side note, he was a scene stealer in every time that he was on screen. I thought that he really stole the show, and he was great. Of course, Humphrey Bogart, one of the great line deliverers of all time.
Right.
And Basil Rathbone, I really wish we had more interaction between those two throughout the film, but what little we got I thought was terrific. And, again, just the dialogue was great. All the lines were really situational. They were funny. They delivered gallows humor very lightheartedly, which is really hard to pull off, but they did. Yeah. And I just really enjoyed the film. I thought it was a nice period piece too. It was kind of Victorian era, Devil's Island sort of thing, and all the Technicolor is beautiful, and it really showed off the costume design.
Watching this film, you're watching it, and you're like, man, this could be like a play. And then reading about it, it actually was the screenplay was written off the play called My Three Angels. So it's actually based on a play. But as you watch it, it's the movie's basically, except for a couple of scenes, is basically set in one place, and it's at the boutique. And that's where all the interactions happen with all of our main characters. So watching it, you're kind of like, man, this could be like a play, and it actually is. And Sabrina, you didn't get a chance to watch this, correct?
I got the chance, but I didn't get to stay awake for it very long.
Well, we also had issues with Amazon.
Well, hey, you know what? You watch a video online, you have to deal with the online issues.
I know.
Amazon did reimburse us.
Okay.
They picked up on the fact.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't criticize them.
That's right.
Okay.
We couldn't watch it. We had to wait and get it a different way. But then they just came and sent me an email and said, "We realize you didn't get to watch your movie you rented. Here's your money back." So
did they tell you that your opinion of them has no cash value? It's a line from the movie. One of my favorites.
Actually, we didn't get to watch it. So.
Oh. Is that how we watched it? Was on there?
Well, you didn't get to watch it. I did. Yeah, I watched it on Amazon.
Well, anyway, what I did see and catch, I was, like, oh, this is cute. You could kind of look at it and go, I know when this was made, and you recognize the faces of everyone. And I just remember seeing the girl faint a lot.
Yeah, she did do that a lot. Yeah.
Great role model.
Come on. Get your big girl panties on and cowgirl up.
The movie is called We're No Angels, released in 1955. You can find it on Amazon Instant Video, Netflix, and anywhere else you can get movies. Coming up after the break, we're going to review Nightcrawler, the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, coming your way next on Today's Talk, 930 KWOC.